Hey, what up YouTube? Theo here from Insane Dragon Ball. That time again, another toy review. Well, figures really, that's what we call them. We're adults, right? Not toys, like the bunch of pops I got here on the walls, you know. Toys or figures? You decide. Toys, figures, money, collectibles, toys. Who knows? We're just, kids that never grow up, but enjoy it. Okay. Well, this week I'm gonna do a review on another Vegeta figure. As you might have heard me previously in other videos that I said there was a couple of SH Figuarts figures that I had a few gripes with, which weren't really up to my standards, and I think a lot of other collectors out there share the same view. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're gonna have a look at the Dragon Ball Super Vegeta, which was the Super Saiyan Blue. Alright, so let's check it out. The Prince of all Saiyans ascended to new heights, right? So, SH Figuarts, in the box, it is Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Or for all of us fans, we just say Super Saiyan Blue. It's much, much simpler. Alright, close look at the packaging. There's the figure right there in the OG pack. You can see the other heads there. I didn't bother to put the hands in there. I'll show you that later. Obviously, I open up all of my figures, so SH Figuarts SSGSS Vegeta, Japanese writing there, the cool Dragon Ball Super logo right there. Yes, it's a Bandai licensed product. Tamashii Toys, they're who build the SH Figuarts line, ages 15 and up, so it's an adult collectible. Over here you have the, what does that say? Can we focus that, cameraman? We have the Toei Animation Certificate of License Grant. That means you know it's legit. It's from Toei themselves, the guys who, produce Dragon Ball. So, yeah, warning. You got the big Vegeta there on the side, which goes onto the side of the box. And, as always, the back. Let's focus this. This ain't working. Cool. Alright, so simple style and heroic action. Simple is the key word, I'm going to say, on this figure. I don't know if anyone else is going to agree with me. They got the face right. I don't think much else really warrants the price tag that comes with this figure. So, yeah, you got all this sort of stuff here. What's that one? The Big Bang Attack pose. That's like a fighting pose. Another fighting pose. That's him standing next to the same, next to his counterpart, Goku, with the blue hair also, and the aura, which, yeah, I still don't have my hands on. And every time I see it, I'm like, why haven't I bought that yet, man? Anyway, I trail on. Alright, so let's get to it. And then there's Vegeta standing there with kind of an arms cross pose, but we know it's not an arms cross. We saw the arms cross on my last review, and that's how you do an arms cross. That's how you do an arms cross. Alright, let's crack it open. Alright, this is Vegeta out of the package. So, from afar, yeah, he looks alright. You're probably asking yourself, Theo, what are you talking about? It's Vegeta, he looks pretty dope. I'm like, yeah, whatevs, man. I thought that too. So I'm going to say that this is the first Vegeta figure that I got from SH Figuarts. Well, actually, forever, actually. No, apart from my pops. Pretty proud of those pops. SDCC, NYCC. Hunted pretty hard for those. Down here, down under. But, alright, close-ups, everybody. So, as you can see, it is a one-piece torso. As we move around, yes, you cannot really articulate this. There is no ab crunch. I'll get to articulation later. But as you can see, these, they're on these ball joints, the arms. See that? And it's like, it just looks unnatural when you pose it. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Who in their right mind would find that realistic? And that's what we as figure collectors and toy photographers really look for is, poses that are realistic. You couldn't really say that this warrants a realism pose. I mean, look, they got the face right. Look at the sculpt on the face. It's pretty awesome. Okay. So you got the vein popping in the head. He's angry. You got the teeth grit face on this one. The blue paint came out really nice. Look at the way that shines. And always the sculpt on the hair. Oh, that Vegeta. Ooh, I love the Vegeta hair. It's so dope. Look at that. And as you can see, there's actually a darker blue and then it goes to light. It is very cool now that I see it under the lights. It's got some sort of pearlescent to it as well, which is sweet. with the armor, yeah, you got Vegeta's new armor for the, you know, Dragon Ball Super, and that's Whis' signature there. And then you've got the classic, you know, classic armor look. But see, it even looks bad from the back. You see that? It's just unnatural. It's like it's hanging on by a little thread. Like, in what world would this be real? In what world? And now, so I go from the arms to the legs. So the legs are locked in there, okay? So yes, you can pull them out, as you can see. But look at how unnatural that's going to look. You know, if you pose him like... that's just nuts. To get any sort of articulated movement, you do need to pop those legs. And it just looks ridiculous, everybody. Absolutely ridiculous. For one part, this... see this little square bit here? Yes, that is connected to the garment underneath. It's like a long undershirt like Justin Bieber wears underneath his other overshirt. But, like, you know, it does not go onto his leg. It's supposed to stay there. If anything, they should have made it a flap, really, and that probably would have fixed the problem here. I don't know if you all agree with me on this, but, you know, I find it to be really ridiculous, and yeah, it's just not appealing at all. Look how flimsy it looks. Look at it. I mean, you know, it's okay, but I spent $80 on this son of a bitch, and like, fuck me. So, yeah, there you got your boots and everything like that. Alright. So, cool. Accessory time, everybody. Accessories that come with SSGSS Vegeta. So, as I said, you have 4 heads. One that's already on the figure, the teeth grit face. We all love the teeth grit. This one here, we have the serious face. Not as stern as Goku's face, but a bit of a, like, pouty, you know, I don't want to be here type deal. I'm only one of the strongest people in the whole universe, but yeah, I don't want to be here. Then you've got Screaming Face. We love the Screaming Face. Alright? And this one here is pretty cool, actually. He's got the little smirk, if you see that there. Little smirk. And looking off to the side. It's pretty dope if you get him in a good pose. A bit of paint came off on mine there. I don't know how that happened. It must have dropped in the cabinet or something. But all in all, it's a good face. The likeness, I can definitely agree upon. That's probably the only thing they got right about this figure, in my opinion, apart from all the color and everything. But yeah, the hair sculpt and the faces, you've obviously got your standard blast hands with Vegeta. You've got your Gallic Gun and Big Bang Attack hands as well. Focus camera. Yes, we have 2 of those. And we have these 2 little weird hands that, you know, sort of reach out for something, you know, maybe it's like you could shake another figure's hand with it. But I've seen another one that's like he's putting on his gloves when you compose him like that. It's like a gloved hand on the, yeah, whatevs. And we have the fisted hands, which I already had on the figure itself. As usual, very easy to swap out the Vegeta head. This whole piece is just, you know, all attached to the front of the face. And we'll just put the smirky face on there. Looks weird without it, doesn't it? Every time. Gets it every time. There you go. Big smirky face there. How cool does that look? Apart from the figure being a piece of junk. That might be a bit harsh, sorry. Alright. So I guess we'll talk about articulation at this point. Okay. So, head... looks down pretty far. Looks up a fair amount, does it? No, not really, without revealing that, like, the Adam's apple looks too... Well, that's actually the top of the... where the ball peg is in there. Alright, so the neck joint, there's hardly any movement on that inner neck joint. Obviously, there is no ab crunch with the arms that go thus far. You've got double jointed elbows. Like, you know, I'm not really a fan of this sculpt on the biceps. It's like he's got no bicep at all. Yeah. And obviously the hands 360 swivel, and this, ball peg, yeah, all the way around. Very unnatural. There's no real butterfly joint. Yes, it is in there, but that's the only, as far, and look at how unnatural that looks. Especially, that depends what angle you get it on. If you're taking photos, if you like to take photos and post them on Instagram, but yeah, you just got to be really wary of the circular end on the shoulder and like nothing else to like. I don't have to keep talking about it. You know what I'm getting at. All right, so that's that there. There is no ab crunch. That's about, if you want to, you can't even, that's as far forward as it goes. It goes back a little bit. You can actually pop this whole thing out, which I'm not going to do. But it looks even more unnatural if I do that. I've seen people have trouble getting it back on, so I'm not going to do that. But I showed you a little bit of the leg articulation earlier. Yes, you have to pop them out and make it look stupid. It'll kick about a 90-degree. All right, so yeah, it'll swivel that way. It'll swivel the other way. You've got double jointed knees, the boots. Okay. That's as far up as it will go. It's as far down as it will go. You've got a little bit of an ankle pivot. It's probably the worst ankle pivot I've ever seen on an SH. And you've got the toe articulation. All right, am I leaving anything out? I don't think so. It's very, very simple. And just so you guys know what I'm talking about, like, so let's have a reference point here. I brought with me my Hero Vegeta, the 2.0, as you guys know that I love, which I reviewed last week. And here is the difference. Like, sculpt weight. Look at the legs. Way better. Way better. Like from the back, yeah, just the difference. Look at that. With the articulation in the legs and like, your butt area, the pelvic region. Like this one doesn't look out of place. Like it's got the better butterfly joint. It's got broader shoulders. I guess this is kind of accurate to the anime. He looked pretty lean in that movie / the TV series, but it's Vegeta we're talking about. You got to do the Prince or Saiyan's justice. This is justice. Not so much. It's just crazy. But yeah, Hero one. So as you can see, I think you all have a good idea as to why I have a gripe with this one. But, correct me if I'm wrong. I'd love to hear your thoughts, You can check me out on Instagram at Insane Dragon Ball. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think, This was my first Vegeta Figuarts. At the time, I thought it was great because there was nothing to compare it to. But obviously, we live and learn, and we get better figures, and we find out what works and what doesn't. And if you're like me, I like to watch toy reviews. Some cool ones out there. Daredevil 19, he does some really cool stuff. He's got I get most of the Dragon Ball figures that he does. Anyway, that concludes my review. Give me a comment, and I'll be talking to you real soon. Next segment, I might feature these third-party heads I've been talking about, Now that I've sort of revealed most of my figures, I'll have a little play with them and show you what you can get and show you the quality of them. I think you'll be impressed. For what they are and the price, I think you'll be impressed. I hope you are. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Talk to you soon. Bye.